To create a pipe, on the Systems ribbon, in the Plumbing and Piping panel, select Pipe to activate the Pipe tool. The ribbon changes to the Modify Place Pipe contextual ribbon, and the Options bar contains options for creating piping. Also, the Properties palette changes and the Type selector contains a list of pipe types in the current project. Take note that you can create piping in Plan, Elevation, Section, and 3D views. I'll click Edit Type in the Properties palette to open the Type Properties dialog. Looking in the Family drop-down, you can see that pipe types are a system family. System families cannot be created or deleted. However, you can create as many family types as needed for each system family. For example, when I expand the Type drop-down, you can see that there are several types such as Standard, PVC, and Chilled Water. The various type parameters make up the family type definition, mainly the routing preferences. Click the Edit button next to Routing Preferences to open the Routing Preferences dialog for the family type listed in the Type drop-down. This is mainly where the type is defined. I'll click Cancel to close the dialog. Other than routing preferences, the other parameters are under Identity Data and can be used to add additional detail to the piping for schedules and tags. I'll click Cancel to close the Type Properties dialog. Before creating a pipe, there are several options you should take a look at. In the contextual ribbon, you can select Justification to open the Justification Setting dialog. Here, you can control the horizontal justification, horizontal offset, and vertical justification. Realize that the justification parameters also appear in the Properties palette. The justification settings control which sides of the pipe will be aligned when created. The horizontal offset specifies an offset between where you click in the drawing area and where the pipe is actually created. The horizontal justification can be center, left, or right, and the vertical justification can be middle, bottom, or top. Be aware that using justifications other than center and middle can be tricky when connecting the piping to mechanical equipment. Typically, center and middle are used for piping. I'll click Cancel to close the dialog. The remaining buttons in the Placement Tools panel of the contextual ribbon are actually toggles. Automatically Connect lets you automatically connect to the snaps on a component, such as mechanical equipment or other pipe segments, when starting or ending a pipe segment. For example, when you want to quickly connect piping at different elevations without switching to a section view, you can use Automatically Connect to create a vertical segment between two horizontal segments. Inherit Elevation inherits the elevation of the element being snapped to, and Inherit Size inherits the size of the element being snapped to when creating a pipe segment. The tools in the Sloped Piping panel allow you to model sloped piping. I will leave this set to Slope Off for now. Ignore Slope to Connect controls whether sloped pipe connects using the current slope value or connects directly, regardless of the slope value. In the Tag panel, Tag on Placement is a toggle as well. When selected, the button has a dark background, and a tag will be added when you place a pipe. If you toggle this off, the background lightens and a tag will not be included when you place a pipe. If you later decide to add a tag, Revit includes a function to tag untagged elements. I'll toggle this back on again. When tags are included, notice that in the Options bar, you have a choice of placing the tags either horizontal or vertical. You can click the Tags button to display the Loaded Tags dialog so you can see which tags are loaded and load other tags if you wish. I'll click Cancel to close this dialog. You can also enable a leader, if desired, and then specify the length of the leader. I'll leave this checkbox cleared for now. You can also control the diameter of the pipe segment along with the offset before you create a pipe segment. And you can control these parameters after a pipe has been created. Realize that the offset is the distance above the reference level which is shown in the Properties palette. I'll leave these settings at the default values and move into the drawing area. I can see in the status bar that Revit is prompting me to click to enter the pipe start point. When I click, I can see a preview of the pipe as well as listening dimensions. Revit shows the length of the pipe as well as the angle. I can move my cursor in any direction. When the pipe is aligned vertically or horizontally, Revit displays a tooltip to inform me. To create the pipe segment, I can click to enter the pipe endpoint, or type a specific distance and then press Enter. For example, I'll type 30 to create a pipe segment 30 feet long, or 9,000 in the metric file to create a pipe segment 9,000 millimeters long, and then press Enter. Next, I'll move the cursor straight down and click to place a vertical pipe segment. As you can see, an elbow was automatically created to connect the pipe segments. The elbow that was placed is defined in the Type Properties, which we looked at earlier. Realize that the Pipe tool is still active, and the start point of the next segment will be placed at the end of the segment we just created. To start a new pipe segment at another location, you can press the Escape key once to begin placing a new segment. If you want to end the command, you can press Escape one more time, or simply click Modify in the ribbon. Now when I select a pipe, the ribbon changes to the Modify Pipes contextual ribbon, and there is also a Piping Systems contextual ribbon. Realize that each pipe segment you create will automatically be placed in a pipe system. Looking in the Properties palette, under the Mechanical section, you can see the system type as well as the system classification and system name. On the Piping Systems contextual ribbon, you can choose to edit the system. When you connect piping to mechanical equipment, those components will automatically be added to the same pipe system. On the Modify Pipes contextual ribbon, you can select Cap Open Ends to add a cap to any open ends of the selected pipe or pipes. You can also right-click the connector of an open end and choose Cap Open End from the shortcut menu. Next, I'll change the diameter of the pipe in the options bar to the largest size. Then I'll click in a blank spot in the drawing area to deselect the pipes. Now, I'll start the Duct tool and sketch a duct. I'll click Modify to end the command. Realize that the duct is shown as double line so that we can see the width, but the pipe is shown as single line. However, when I change the detail level in the View control bar to Fine, both the piping and duct are shown as double line. But when I change the detail level to Coarse, they are both shown as single line. So be aware that you can use the level of detail to control the display of piping.